This question belongs to programming subject and was asked in GATE CSE 2015. So the question states, consider the following C function. So we have a function over here. Which one of the following most closely approximates the return value of the function fn1? So fun1 is returning q. So we need to tell what is the value of q after the execution of the program. Okay. So before this, let me tell you the complexities for these two loops, for loop 1 and loop 2. So what happens in loop 1? So we are having iteration from n to 1 and j equals to j by 2 and we are incrementing p. So what happens? Initially j will be n, okay, then j will become n by 2. In the next iteration it will become n by 2 square. In the next iteration it will become n by 2 cube, then n by 2 to the power 4. Let us suppose it goes to n by 2 to the power k. It has total k iterations. So when it stops, it will stop when n by 2 to the power k become equal to approximately 1 or 2 to the power k equals to n. Applying log on both sides, we get log 2 to the power k equals to log n, or k log base 2 of 2 equals to log n, or k equals to log n, as log base e of e is 1. So log base 2 of 2 is 1. So k equals to log n, which means this loop will run log n time. So let me write over here, this loop will run log n time. Now let us analyze this for the second loop. So for the second loop, what we are doing, initially we have a value 1. So we are executing for k equals to 1. Then we multiply k by 2. So it becomes 2, then 2 square, then 2 cube. Up till, let us assume it goes till 2 to the power k, or 2 to the power l, let us assume, because k is already over here. So the value of k goes to 2 to the power l. So we have total l iterations. So when will it stop? When 2 to the power l equals to p. Applying log on both sides, l log base 2 of 2 equals to log p. So l equals to log p. So it will run log p time. It will run log p times. Now let us see what is happening. And how many times will this main loop runs? Let us take it as loop 3. So loop 3 will run for I equals to 1 to n. So it will run n times. Okay. So what happens? Suppose we have a first iteration of loop 3. First iteration of loop 3. In this, first p will be initialized to 0. Then this will run n times. So p value will become increment by 1, increment by 1. P will become equal to log n. Now this will run for log p times. So whatever q value will become, q value will become log p. So what is the q value after one iteration? Q is equals to log p. And what is the p value? P equals to log n. So putting this value over here, we get q equals to log p log n. So we get log n. Q value is log n. So what happens in the second iteration? Again p is initialized to 0. So this value, p value will be log n. But q is not initialized anywhere. So q will start again from log p and will increment by one more log p. So what is the new q value? New q value will be 2 log p. And what is the value of log p? Log p is log n. So this is p value is log n. So after second iteration it becomes 2 log n. After third iteration it will become 3 log n. How many iterations do we have? We have n iterations. So after n iteration it will become n into log n. So this will be our q value. So answer is option D, n log n.